Hey everybody, this is just a quick instructional video about how to access the new eLearn course management system that UC Riverside will be adopting in the year 2022. All right, so for those of you who have not heard, UC Riverside is switching from its old system called iLearn, which used a Blackboard, to the new system now called eLearn, which uses Canvas. And as a way to kind of ease that transition, they've asked some professors and classes to start updating a little bit earlier. And this was one of those classes that was chosen to do that. Right, so the first part of this video, we're going to show you how to access that eLearn system, and then I'm going to take you on a quick tour of what the class looks like and how to navigate the course through eLearn as we move through the quarter. Right, so when you log into iLearn, you just want to go ahead and click on this course that you're registered for. So for us, that's ECON003 section 50, and the very top announcement here is going to contain a link to the new eLearn system. Right, so if you just click on that link, right, it should take you to this dashboard. You may have to use your login information to get there, and then you just want to click on this ECON3 section 50 course site here. Right, it might be the only course site up there for you if this is the only course that is switching over early, but you might have a few others depending on whether classes are making the early transition. I'm going to go ahead and click on this, which is the student view, so you can look at exactly what you're going to see when you log into the course. So it'll take you right into this home page here, Econ3 section 50, right? And here's going to have my information here as your instructor, including my email, my cell phone number, and my office hours, as well as a link to those office hours for the quarter. Right, so you can just use the same link to get into those office hours from 8:30 to 11:30 every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. It's also got a quick link to the syllabus and a link to the goals contract that I've created for myself, explaining kind of what I'm doing to hopefully make this class as easy and useful for you as possible. Right. I've also created some links here for some peer-to-peer interaction. So during office hours on the first day of class, some students created a Discord group as well as a GroupMe link and sent me those links, and so I'm advertising those to you here as well. So you can kind of join those groups if you're interested to talk to your classmates about upcoming assignments and things like that. Right. And finally, here's some quick links on the home page for things like student opportunities. So usually during the first couple weeks of the quarter, I get emails about scholarships and internships and volunteer opportunities that are available. And so whenever I get those, I post those there for you. So that's going to be kind of a work in progress as we move through the quarter. I've also posted a link to some student resources, including some student counseling services in case you are experiencing any hard times this quarter. And because a lot of people are experiencing hard times during the COVID-19 pandemic, I've included a page called Inspiration and Positivity that I'll also be adding to throughout the quarter, which is some motivational videos and quotes just as a quick pick-me-up in case you're ever feeling depressed as we're moving through the class, right? So that's what the home page looks like. Now, the two links that you're going to be most concerned with other than this home page is the one labeled announcements. So if you click on that over here from the left side of the screen, then you are going to see all the announcements that I post throughout the course. Right, so as I send you all email updates in the class, right, I'm going to be posting those here, so you can always see kind of what the latest news in the course is, right? And then when you want to get started for actually completing the assignments for the week, then you want to click on this link here called modules, right? And that's going to take you to the modules that need to be completed each week in the class. So here for week one, and this is the only week in which this is true, there's going to be two modules because there's going to be a short introduction module, and then there's going to be your normal chapter module that you're going to see every week. So only this first week is going to contain this introduction module. But basically, if you click on the module overview, it's going to give you a series of steps that you need to complete in order to get through the module. So in this particular module, it's step 1, read the syllabus. Step 2, watch the introduction video. And step 3, complete the class rules and academic honesty survey. And from here, if you just click that next button, right, it's going to take you right to that syllabus. And so you just start reading through that syllabus, and once you've read through it, then just click the next button again, and it's going to take you right into step 2, which is that introduction video, which is going to contain what we call these knowledge review questions. So as you're watching the video, occasionally the video might stop and a question will pop up that you have to answer before moving forward in that video. Now, these questions don't count for any actual credit, so it doesn't really matter if you get it right or wrong. But the idea behind these questions is to make the video a little bit more interactive while at the same time kind of testing your understanding to make sure you know what's going on throughout the video. All right, so again, once you're finished watching the video, just click that next button, and it's going to take you to step 3, which is the online class rules and academic honesty survey. Should just take you a few minutes to complete this one, but when you do complete it, you're going to get 1 extra credit point so long as you do complete it on time by 11:55 p.m. on Sunday, January 10th. And your extra credit point will be awarded after the assignment closes, right? Then you click on next, and it's going to take you right into module 1. And this is the standard module that you're going to see for every week in this course, right? So this is module 1, week 1, where we're going to cover chapter 1. And again, this is just the overview page. So this class does meet every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, or at least it's scheduled to meet every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 10 a.m. to 10:50 a.m., right? So I have 3 lecture videos, 1 for each of those days, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Now you can either watch them during those times and then pop into my office hours, which I'll be holding from 8:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday if you have any questions. So if you prefer the kind of structure of having a scheduled class, then you can go about taking the class that way. But the beauty about this class is I have designed it to be as flexible as possible, so you can watch these videos at any time you want throughout the week. So you can watch them in the morning, afternoon, evening, at night, on the weekends, whenever you have time. You can split them up and watch like one every other day, or you can watch them all in one day if you have a lot of time and you're looking to get some work done, right? So anyway, you can watch these lecture videos at your leisure. Now, everybody should also be signed up for a discussion session discussion session class, right? Again, it doesn't really matter which class you're signed up for because you don't necessarily have to meet with that class at any particular day and time, right? This discussion session video is, again, a pre-recorded video that is available to you that you can watch anytime throughout the week, right? Now, again, your TA is going to be having office hours during your regularly scheduled discussion section day and time. So if you want to jump in and ask your TA any questions as you're watching that video or completing the discussion session assignment, then you are certainly allowed to do so, right? But again, you can watch it anytime you want throughout the week. And then complete step 3, which is your discussion session assignment anytime you want throughout the week. And that assignment is just one 5-question multiple choice assignment worth 1 point each for a total of 5 points. There's a total of 9 of these assignments throughout the quarter, and the highest 6 are going to count towards your grade, meaning that you could do poorly on or just skip 3 of them without them counting against you. You do have 2 attempts at these assignments, and the highest score is the one that will count towards your grade. Right. So after that, there's a series of optional steps that just are about reviewing the material and making sure you understand it. And that includes a series of practice questions, which are questions that I came up with that are going to be similar to questions that I come up with that might appear on your exam. There's also some course book questions, which actually comes from the publisher's test bank. And again, those could be similar to some questions that might appear on your exam that come from that same test bank, right? Now, there is a textbook that we are going to be kind of following along in this class, but you are not required to buy the textbook. In fact, I'd recommend that you save your money and not do it, at least in the beginning. See how you're doing in the class without it. And then if you decide later on that you do need that textbook, right, then you can always choose to buy it later on. But most people in the class do fine without the textbook, because everything on the quizzes and exams, they're going to be from those lecture videos that are contained here on your Canvas course site, right? So again, you don't need the textbook to learn any material that's going to be on the quizzes or exams. It's just going to be an additional reference tool for you if you decide you want it, right? And then step 6 is to watch the weekly review session video, or you can attend the review session if you like, right? So every Friday at 3 p.m. I will be holding a review session that I'll be doing live through Zoom, right? So if you prefer that kind of synchronous or live instruction, you can attend that review session. But if you can't make that day or time for whatever reason, then you can watch the pre-recorded video, and you can access that again through step 6 here on this module, right? And if you want to access the live review session, you can just click on that link to do so. And then the final step for most modules will be to complete the module quiz. There is a 10-question multiple choice quiz that is worth a total of 10 points, so 1 point per question. Again, you have 3 attempts for each of these quizzes, and the highest score is the one that counts. And like your discussion session activity, it will be due by 11:55 p.m. on Sunday, January 10th. That is Pacific Standard Time. Right. So again, after that overview page, you can just click on next, and it'll take you right to the first step, which is that lecture video for chapter 1. So the chapter 1 lecture 1 video that you can watch, say, on Monday of the week, right? And then click on next, and it'll take you to the second lecture video that you can watch Wednesday or anytime you want throughout the week. and then click on the next one, and it will take you to the third lecture video, which you can watch on Friday or again anytime you want throughout the week. All right. Click on next again, and it'll take you to the discussion session video that's going to replace your discussion session class. Again, I've created this video for everybody, so you don't have to attend your discussion sections. Again, if you don't want to, you can just watch this video anytime you want. But if you prefer, you can always go to your TA's office hours that they're going to be offering through Zoom and watch the video there as well. Right. Click on next again, and it'll take you to that discussion session assignment. Again, you're going to have 2 attempts. The highest score is the one that counts. It's just 5 questions worth 1 point each for a total of 5 points. So just click on take the quiz in order to get started there. Once you're happy with your score on that assignment, again, click the next button, and it'll take you to those practice questions. Again, the questions that I came up with, that'll be similar to the types of questions that might appear on your exam. Right, so again, if you scroll past the questions, right, you're actually going to see an answer key. And the questions I came up with, I not only provide you with the answer, but an explanation as to why the right answer is right and why the wrong answers, or why the wrong answers are wrong. Right. So there'll be 10 of those questions for you for every module. And then the next step is the course book questions. Now, these actually come from the publisher of your test bank, right? Again, your exams and quizzes will come from a combination of both questions I create and questions from the test bank. So I want to make sure to give you examples of both of those types of questions. And the publisher did also provide you with an answer key, although they did not give you an explanation as to why the right answers are right and the wrong answers are wrong, right? Once you're comfortable with that, again, you click on next, and here is the pre-recorded review session video. So again, you can either access that using the link in the overview page, or you can watch the pre-recorded review session video if you want to review the material but can't make that review session on Fridays at 3 o'clock. Right. Click next again, and that'll take you to the final step of the module, which is that module 1 quiz. Once again, you get 3 attempts at this 10-question quiz worth 10 points or 1 point per question, and the highest score is the one that counts. Keep in mind that this does come from a random draw of questions, so there'll be about 25 to 30 questions for Chapter 1, of which 10 will be randomly selected for your quiz. And so as long as you are happy with your quiz score, you don't necessarily have to take it all 3 times. But let's say you take it the first time and you are not happy with your quiz score, then you can take it again. Just understand that you're going to have a different draw of questions that you might have to take for that second attempt on the quiz, right? Again, your highest score is the one that counts. So if you take it a second time and you're pretty happy with your score, but you want to try again for the 3rd attempt, there's no penalty in doing so. If you do worse on the 3rd attempt, then again, your highest score is the one that will count. One thing to keep in mind, though, is that do submit any attempts that you start. Right, so for example, if you take your quiz the 2nd time and you're happy with your score, but just for fun, you want to take it a 3rd time, and you're halfway through that 3rd attempt and you decide you don't want to take it anymore, go ahead and submit that 3rd attempt wherever you are, because again, the highest score is the one that sticks. And if you don't submit an attempt, then it'll just tell me that you have an unsubmitted attempt. It won't give me a score for you. Right, so if you want to score for the quiz, make sure you submit any attempt that you do take. Right, so you don't have to take the quiz 3 times, but do make sure that you submit any attempts that you start. And that's really it for the class, right? So again, there's 3 main things. There's the home page, right? That's going to kind of give you the overview of stuff that you might need to know. There's the announcements, which are the emails that I'm going to be sending you frequently. And then there's the module page, which are step-by-step instructions on what you need to complete each week, right? So again, if you are familiar with those 3 links, then you should be good to go for the course. Right, so hopefully this instructional video will kind of help you with that transition from that iLearn Blackboard system to this new eLearn Canvas system. But as always, if you're struggling with anything, just feel free to shoot me an email or come visit me in those Zoom office hours, and I'll be happy to answer any questions that you may have, right? But until then, again, just let me know if you need anything, and take care.